Hello everyone, today we're doing part 2 of the Cinder Track. If you remember last time, we came about 2 miles north of Scarborough town centre from the Sainsbury's car park up to here, which is the Scalby viaduct. And so we're going to continue on now, heading north up through Burniston and Cloughton, and you'll see, as if you watch the last video, that parts of the track don't exist. This after here, just the section after the Scarborough viaduct, becomes a housing estate. So we'll show you the start of that, and then we cross the road and go into another housing estate before we pick the track back up. So let's walk forward and just show you how the back of the Scarborough viaduct links in to what is now a housing estate, where the old track bed would have been. You can probably just see the roof of the bungalow in front of me. You can see the housing coming into view now. And then we're here at the housing estate. And so we're at the top of the estate now, and we're coming out onto Station Road. So there must have been an old station serving the line just situated around here. Anyway, the track goes over here, so we cross the road now. Onto Field Close Road, and then it takes a right turn just up there, and then we're back on the track. So we're just coming at the top of the estate now, and we're going through to join the track again. Nice wide access to the track through 2 domestic properties. And here, as we pick up the track again, we get into the track board, which will be telling us where we are. There's a bin, and here's the track board. Yep, telling us where we are and what to do, what to see and what to expect. I don't know whether you can see it, but what a view over there. I can see the sea. And as we walk up here, we get another way marker of some kind, which is please pass other people with care. And then another board, Cinder Track, share with care. Right, so we are now on the way to the village of Burniston. So I will film a bit further along. So we're about a mile from where we were now. So we're coming into Burniston village, and that will be about 3 miles north of Scarborough centre. So we're about a mile north of where we set off. I see that there's a beck here, quite a lot of water in it. I don't know its name, but it's near Burniston, and there's quite a substantial bridge section being built here to take the track over the water. There's the water again on this side. You can probably see it was coming into property now. So we're just on the southern fringe of Burniston village. And as we walk up here, we've got residential properties now both sides of the track, and somebody just behind their back garden has put out a picnic table, which is great, so people using the track can sit there and have a drink and their pack out. I can see just at the end of here that there is a finger post and there is another totem. So we'll just keep the camera on whilst we get there. And we're coming out onto the main road now. It's basically the Burniston Road or the Whitby Road coming out of Scarborough. It's the main road though. So here we have a new finger post. That doesn't look like it's been in long. And it says on it, the Cinder Track. And then black way markers, Scalby, Scarborough that way, and then Cloughton, Whitby that way. And then over here we have another totem, Scarborough 5.5 miles. Yeah, well it will curve round a fair way before you get to the centre, whereas if you follow that road down there it'll be a bit more direct. And then Whitby 18 miles, so we have a bit to go yet. Part of the National Cycle Network 1. Designed by somebody there, but yeah, another totem. And here we pop out onto the main road. When we cross the road, we pick the track up again. See the main road there. Track continues down there. Just right at the crossing, pedestrian crossing, we have 2 seats for people to enjoy. Another bin, and then over here again, another new Cinder Track finger post and another totem. I think it's basically going to say the same things, but it's just painted different colours. This one's obviously painting the colours of the Royal Bank of Scotland. They look like they've sponsored this one. So yeah, let's carry on down. There's a solar panel there, presumably powering something for the electricity substation. So now the track continues through Burniston village, but we're at the east side of Burniston village with fields that side and domestic property over that side. We'll just catch a glimpse of the actual track now. Now they've spent some money upgrading this section of the track because it's like small gravel that's all stuck together, multicoloured, with like resin, so you know, like a resin driveway. So this section of the track has been renewed, levelled, and then covered with what is like a resin driveway. So they've certainly spent some money on this section. We'll have a look, see what the sign says. Please pass other people with care. And a half a mile way marker as well. Yeah, the please pass other people with care. I've noticed on other sections of the track that there are people out walking, families, children, adults. There are people on cycles, sometimes 2 or 3 wide. There are joggers, dog walkers, so it can get quite busy in sections. So they keep pushing the please pass others with care motto, because you just have to have a bit of care and respect when you're out in the countryside, but still it's all public. What have we got here? So we've got nice modern timber bench, 2 modern timber benches. Got a little robin just flown over there. And then here we've got a nice modern wooden casement for a bin. And then over here we've got a path that obviously joins back up to the village there, because we've got another modern way marker there. That one will probably be saying no, yeah, no vehicles. Road down there, and then the bridge over the road. You can see the road just popping out to the coast. That will get you to the heritage coast, not far down there, probably half a mile. And then another 2 seats and bin. Great. So we press on now to North Burniston and Cloughton. So we're just coming up to Cloughton village now. We've still got this good quality resin path under our foot, and we're just coming to what would be the old station building. So we'll have a look round here. These gates that they've put on are lovely. They're just so in keeping with the older track gates and the railway signage in the old, probably Art Deco style. The Cinder Track, Scarborough, Whitby. That's great. Another bin over here. And then as we go over here, we've got 3 cycling racks, so people can tie their bikes up if they want to go and have a walk into Cloughton village, which is over there, and 2 good sized picnic tables. There's just I spy around here. There's an old railway carriage. Yeah, look at that. Oscar. The old railway carriage. And that is part of the track. And this would be the old Cloughton station platform, double-sided as well. Old Victorian lamp over there. I can't get much better view of the carriage. The station house, Cloughton, and the old goods shed. It's self-catering accommodation. That's what we're about to go and see now. So the station house would be the old station house building, and we've just seen the track and platform there. So this first one coming up is converted into, this one's either residential or it is self-catering, and this is the old goods shed. Super conversion. Got a lot of quality materials into that. Oh, it is self-catering. Look at that, the old goods shed. Just come out a bit so you can see it. Yep, you can rent that, you can stay in that. And then there's the old station house building. Again, now self-catering accommodation. Oh, it says self-catering and bed and breakfast, so someone must live in part of it and provide B&B as well. And the old Victorian lamp standard's got Cloughton station on it. Fantastic. So we come down here now with a finger post, Cinder Track finger post saying Burniston, Scarborough, Cloughton, Whitby, and then the old finger post saying Cloughton a quarter mile that way for drinks and food. Now we cut over here. And once again, pick up the track from this side. Finger post, totem. Oh, 6.5 miles to Scarborough now, and 17 miles to Whitby, so we've moved on a bit. Millennium Project, can't read that. Royal Bank of Scotland, and it's got all like fishing fossils on it. Great. And then another lovely gated area. So, the next place it'll be as we move out of Cloughton, we'll be coming up to, it's part of Cloughton but it is actually separate, called Cloughton Newlands, so we'll see what's there. So we're now north of Cloughton Newlands. Cloughton Newlands was just really some spread out property, and we're now north of that, and we're now at Hayburn Wyke. Hayburn Wyke is famous for the waterfall that comes out into the sea, and it's further down the cliffside that way. I'll just show you the provision, what's here for that. So we're on the Cinder Track, but cars come down the hill. And if I just go over here, that sign there says parking to the right for the nature reserve, waterfall and cove. And then the Hayburn Wyke Hotel pub, which does food as well as drink, is just over there, and the sign says go straight on. So straight on for the pub, or to the right for the nature reserve, waterfall and cove. And I presume you park up and then you walk down by the side of the pub to the waterfall. I remember doing it once a few years ago, and I think it was quite steep. But anyway, we're on the track and we've missed a totem, so we don't want to miss a totem out. So here we are at Hayburn Wyke. 15 miles now to Whitby. Scarborough's 8.5 miles back that way. We're still part of National Cycle Network number 1, we would be. And then there's still that unreadable symbol there. But yeah, another totem. And now the track continues over the road and down here. So I'll apologise for the wind now. Just coming into Ravenscar, I've just deviated off the Cinder Track for a little bit and come down the Cleveland Way just to see these, because I've not seen them before. These are the National Trust World War II radar early warning buildings, and I've never seen them before, so I just thought I would come down and have a look at them. And it's great, the entrance to the path is open, and yeah, you can see in. Just a brick built building. Oh, steps up. Let's have a look up here. Oh great, look at that. And see the sea from here. Oh well, that was well worth the diversion of the Cinder Track. And yeah, hope you enjoyed that bit. Right, back to it. See that one from a better angle now. Come over here. Empty room now. Another room. Another one there. But yeah, having not seen them before, fantastic. I better close this down now because the wind is getting up a little. This is the start of the track just coming into Ravenscar. And as you can see, just beyond the gate, there is a platform. So this was the old Ravenscar station platform. Ravenscar, half a mile, tea rooms 2 minutes, Cinder Track. Cinder Track. So yes, so this is the old station platform. All the grassed areas that you see around here, they were all earmarked for development back in the Victorian era. And the town didn't happen because the Industrial Revolution bubble burst. This area is famous for alum, and alum is a mineral extracted from near the sea, and it was used in textile dyeing, so very popular in the Industrial Revolution. And all this area was planned for hundreds and hundreds of Victorian houses. It was going to be another spa resort, and it never happened. The bubble burst, as I say. So we're on what was Ravenscar station platform. You can check out one of my earlier videos for a bit more detail on Ravenscar. Here's a board that says Ravenscar, the town that never was. You can see there the level of proposed development. Yep, and it never happened. There we have another totem. 5 mile Robin Hood's Bay, 11.5 mile Whitby, Scarborough 12 mile. Oh, so we've passed the halfway point now. So yes, we'll leave it be for part 2 in a moment, but I just want to show you the view at the other side of Ravenscar. It's quite spectacular, and I'm not sure if the camera's picking that up, but I can see a rainbow. Well, the weather's greying, so the view isn't that spectacular, but you should be able to make out just beyond the Ravenscar visitor centre there is a village that comes down towards the water, and that is Robin Hood's Bay. And on a clear day the view is quite spectacular from here. So we've got Ravenscar visitor centre, and then just over there we've got the next totem, and we've also got the start of the Cinder Track. So here on the finger post it says Cleveland Way, public footpath, Robin Hood's Bay, 3.5 mile Cinder Track. So they probably run side by side for a little while as we go down there, and then the Cleveland Way path will run coastal and the Cinder Track will run halfway across that hill side there. And here we are, Robin Hood's Bay, 4.5 miles, Whitby 11, Ravenscar half, and Scarborough 12.5. So yeah, as I say, we've passed that halfway point. So I think that'll be a lovely place to leave that video. So thank everybody for watching, and see you for part 3. See you next time. Thank you. Bye.